the rear kind of, when it engages, it really helps along.
Yeah. I think if I put a brand new gov lock in the rear so it's working properly, I think it'll be just that much better.
Yeah, probably. The first time we really tried this on Rattlesnake, it was locking
locking good.
Solid.
But then the second time it was slipping a lot, and not locking up as easy.
And that might have just been the old age, and when you start really using it, then it just, oh, I gave up.
360,000, I'm not blaming it one bit. And we know it was used as a work truck and it was abused. It was really pretty rough. So yeah, no, I'm still really happy with how it works, but I probably will replace the old wore out gov lock with a brand new one. I could go with a full selectable, an ARB or an Eaton or something, an electric, but I don't know, I like keeping it stock, like as much as possible. Not perfectly, but as much as possible. Like I'll probably put a slightly more aggressive posi in the front, have stronger clutches put in it so that it hooks up a little bit more and slips a little bit less, just because they don't feel like they really do anything now. So just a little bit more, it should still drive really well on the road.
Do you have a zip gun on here?
What do you say? Do I have a what on me?
A zip gun? Any sort of impact or drill or anything?
No, I do not. Lots of hand tools, but I didn't bring anything power. See, right there, he gets through that easy with not really any slippage because the solid diffs can flex. We only have flex in the rear and very little in the front, so it lifts tires easier. Although that felt like I kept all of them on the ground. Yeah, that felt pretty good. That felt like I actually got a decent amount of flex out of the front.
Yeah, it looked like it was flexing from the bit that I saw.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm happy with that.
So why don't independent suspensions flex very well? Like,
so in a solid diff, they're pivoting inside where the springs are, and so when one tire pushes up, it pushes the other down. Whereas in independent, there's nothing connecting the two. So one can push up, but it doesn't push the other one down. It can go up also or stay where it's at. So they just don't flex as much unless you have really soft springs, like, you know, coilovers or something. The struts are limited on travel, but fairly smooth. So they do flex some, but it is limited, especially if they've got sway bars. But we don't have a sway bar on this. We pulled it off so that we could get more flex. And honestly, it corners great, so it really didn't need it at all. So I'm happy with pulling it off. It didn't sacrifice on road handling at all, but it does allow each side to travel more
interesting
than it did with the sway bar. Doesn't feel like I'm lifting tires like I thought I would. I think the front's flexing more than I suspected.
Oh, I just meant the fast through the whoops.
Oh, it just eats them up.
That did pretty good.
The harder ones?
This one right here, I didn't see the little drop off in this right here.
I didn't either. And I rubbed.
Yeah, I saw, but it looked a lot smoother in yours than it was mine.
It wasn't bad.
Mine was a little whoosh. Okay.
If I add bump stops to keep them from bottoming out and rubbing, it'd make a huge difference.
You know what? I think it would on that too.
Yeah.
Like,
Hydraulic bump stops on both of them. This can top out, and it doesn't hurt anything, but coming down, if I had some hydraulic progressive bump stops.
That one, so when we did the Bilstein springs, the Bilstein shocks are the same length as factory.
So they don't droop as much.
So when I hit big stuff like that, it goes boom, and it's a hard hit on the bottom. And then obviously the bottoming out. So I would like to get some extended shocks.
Or some shock extenders.
No, because I bottom them out too.
Oh, okay.
So
just some longer ones.
Yeah, just longer shocks. And then bump stops. Because for the most part, that actually rides really good.
Yeah.
But
it always has. But now, even with the leaf springs, it rode decent. But
it rode surprisingly well with the leaf
coils.
Springs. Coils, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
But these trucks, you know, recoveries together, bombing down those roads, it would be...
Yeah.
Because this handles the bumps fantastic.
I love the way this thing rides.
You think any of those, like the bump stops that I put on my Land Cruiser, would do really good on this?
They might, yeah.
Because those, well, they were fairly cheap. They're expensive now, but we could probably find a cheaper option and do those like really quick.
I heard about some bump stops that were like a hybrid between the hydraulic ones and the foam ones.
That's what these are. They've got
Daystar Stinger ones.
They've got rubber bumps inside of them, and they still collapse.
And they have four different styles of rubber
that take different amounts of tension, stiffer and softer ones. So you can stack them inside a little different, so that it has a real cushioned one, but then when it really goes, it'll get into the stiffer one.
Yeah.
So we'll have to mess around with something like that. That's what I did on my
Land Cruiser on the rear, and it was a night and day difference. It was great. I went from boom, boom, boom on those whoop-de-woos in Sand Hollow to pop, 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 and just cushioned, smooth. And I put them to where they stopped the up travel on my axle as it was hitting the body. So it'll rub body, but it'll never bind. But I think those ones were fairly cheap. If we find another cheap set, we should get a set for the front of this and try them out.
I need to, yeah.
And if they work really good, maybe we'll upgrade to hydraulic down the road. But that would be like a sooner rather than later option. Maybe.
We'll see. I think before we got to that point, I'd have to upgrade to some better, because these are the Bilstein 5100s, but I'd probably have to go with the higher end ones with the remote reservoir and...
Before we got to a bump stop point?
No,
or hydraulic point?
Before we got to hydraulic bump stop point.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The regular ones I do
ish bump stops that would keep it from rubbing.
Yeah.
Then you could just really bomb down roads like that.
Well, and I am planning on trimming a little bit more in the fender, like, because I haven't trimmed these fenders at all in the top, only the back.
I was looking at it with Sean. I think we can get at least 3/4 of an inch more trimming before we get into the body, like into the cab.
I can see through that one already.
But is that exactly where it's hitting?
It's right in the corner. It's close. So. I think if I move it back, I was thinking about just cutting the whole thing out and just moving it back a ½ inch and welding it back in.
Just the corner or the whole floorboard?
Well, so halfway out, and that's why I was talking about the van ones, because the van ones are the same distance, but then it comes in farther for the wheel well.
Yeah.
And then I could use the park brake from the van, because it is back and it's shorter and it would fit in there, and it goes straight down through the floor with the cable, whereas this one goes out the front, which is why I have no park brake.
Might not be a bad idea.
So anyways. I think that'll solve that problem.
It'd be nice to have a park brake.
Yes.
You'll need one when we put the boom in it.
Yes.
Too. So that'll be nice. Ideas.
Takes time and money. So watch more of our channels and hit the like and the subscribe and comment and all that. Build our channel so we can afford the time and money to build our stuff. We can make it even cooler and funner to watch.
We were hanging out with Rory when the sheriff called him. So.
Oh, okay.
We played a little bit more and he buzzed down here, straight down here.
He's good. Like he already flipped it. And now, like, I don't know, put the springs back and now he's like fixing the steering. Ta-da! Back to normal.
It's like you knew what you were doing.
Almost. See the marks up there?
Yeah. We flipped from way up there?
Yeah.
We slid the whole way down on the side. He's lucky you didn't dig in.
Oh, man.
It's really steep to try and run up. This is a level camera. So steep. Level cam.
Farther to the right?
A little bit, yeah. Okay, driver's side tire's about to drop down. There you go. Level camera.
You're on a good line to go forward, right down in. Turn a little more to the right. There you go. You're going right down in, pretty square. Right front's going to start going down a little ledge right here. so?
Yeah, you're just gonna tear the hell out of the bottom and get back down.
So I have traction, but I am hung up so hard. Yeah, well you can see it. That rear is just, well I can't hard, but I can feel it. Can you get to it easier than me, Ben? I can get to it. Yankum ropes and the Yankum top tackles. These are the ones we call super loops.
Yeah, the camera doesn't do it justice.
All right, because I was thinking I was going to do it, but then you guys earlier would do that climb. I couldn't even make that.
Yeah.
Absolutely no way.
I think this one's called.
Is crazy. This is like almost 80 degrees, like
Yeah.
right vertical.
I think this one's called Devil's Hot Tub.
Devil's Hot Tub.
I think so.
There's another one of these.
Mickey's Hot Tub is the other one that I know.
This is the other one.
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody can give you a tug.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's hard. Did you just make all those step marks?
Yeah. That was all the trailer hitch dug in. This is the famous Mickey's Hot Tub.
Right front's starting to drop. I'll be on my train right there. Your locker's not on?
Yeah.
Nicely done.
We can probably drop in right there. Driver a little foot. Yeah, right there. Gonna be on my rockers, and I need a new rear bumper anyway. Axle. That's why we're doing this. Find the weak links and upgrade them. So we'll have to see if they do heavy duty, stronger CVs for this. Just replace them both.
See that one, John? Oh, yeah.
I heard it ping.
Alright, let's see here.
6013, 8 inch. Might have a ground problem through the grease. I didn't see a better spot for the ground. Better spot.
Yeah, go ahead.
A little worried about Sean's shins.
Oh, you're good.
Perfect. Part of me is like, yeah, I'm glad we had this experience. Part of me is like,
Never
embarrassing in front of Rory.
This is a good reason to go wheeling with more than one rig.
We always go with more than one rig, yeah. It's not safe to go by yourself. Even if it's leaving the rig and driving out in the other one and coming back, if you don't have what you need. But little stuff like this, I could have backed up and hit it harder and made it up there fine, but who knows about the next one. So, just better to be safe than sorry. Hook up and drag.
this side you have like 10 feet. Good. Drop it back here.
So we just got back off the trail with Rory and Sean. We ran Hell's Revenge. It's a great time. We were testing out the 8.1, see how it would do on that kind of a trail, and the issues that we thought it would have, of course it had. The belly's too low, long wheelbase, ended up breaking the axle shaft on the front, one of the CVs. But it was overall everything that I thought we would be able to do, we were able to do it more, and then we pushed it past its limit like you should when you're testing a rig out. But other than that, it was a great day. We had a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fun. I got to do Mickey's hot tub, which I was surprised my truck actually did, which is awesome. I tried the big hot tub. I didn't do that one. I did. My bumper was too much into the ground.
Yeah. We both did the first hot tub fine. I didn't try the big one. I knew that if he didn't make it through with my longer wheelbase, no possible way. But Mickey's is where I broke the CV. Had to drive the rest of the way out in two-wheel drive. But now it's time to head up, load onto the trailer, and head home.
Thanks for watching and thanks for joining us.
Yep.